Carlow, Cambridge, Warwick, Sussex, Worcester, Hereford, Dublin, and Danby. 13 fires broke out, one judge, Daniel Horseman. 81 confessions, witness Mary Burden and Peggy. Now she's outside one November night. Something wasn't right. Two men were stealing alright. Brought 16 barrels into John Rome's home, but that's not it. The conspiracy must have grown. Next Christmas night, working inside John Rome's home, she was met with the planning group's threat, all that she had to forget. But she and the wife still heard the plan. Was she gonna keep a secret and listen to the man? Once they were caught, would she testify in a trial? She testified in the trial, didn't listen, it was her style. Created a file, and it would have helped for the wife to say the same. But nah, maybe the truth, or not the truth. Maybe the truth, or not the truth. To jail she sent them all to, even though she had not much proof. I don't want to testify, but heard I would be jailed if I didn't confess and get the best cash, and freedom would be mine. So I did testify, saying 3 slaves did the crime, Caesar, Prince, and oh, but not just them, I said it was also poor white conspiracies to burn down the city in no time. Caesar and Prince were sentenced to death, causing uprising. 30 later killed and 70 sent away to slavery. Oh!
After a 3-day trial in early June, 6 more blacks were convicted and sentenced to die in connection with the arson plot. One of them was named Jack. He offered to tell the judges all that he knew, but he wanted his life to be spared too. In his confession, he described a large meeting of blacks in his master's home, but Mary said it was a neighbor instead. Well, this troubled authorities. Where's the start of the conspiracy? Jack inspired more to confess. By the end of June, over 100 slaves sat in New York's penitentiary. People were worried that slaves were false and just saving their own lives. Confessions, accusations, arrests, convictions were all so